word from the Lord. We've been dealing with relationships and marriage relationships. And so I want to continue with that, but I want to deal with another layer. How does two become one? That's been the thing. I want to talk about take time with the other, with the spouse. Taking time with your spouse. One of the problems that we have now, we don't seem to have enough time for each other. We live in a busy world, we're working, we have kids, we're going to school, we're doing all these things, and what's left out is a time for each other. See, what we say is, the heart will go fonder, and as our heart grows fonder, we'll draw close together, and normally it never happens. Then we're talking about, we got a bond here. The bond never happens simply because there is no time. Well, and when I talk about time for each other, I'm not talking about family time. Let's not get that twisted. I'm not talking about friend times or party time. I'm talking about our time. The time for each other. That's necessary and needed if you're going to make two one. Now, one of the things I want to say, three things. Number one, there should be date time. Daytime is a time that you selected to get together. You and your spouse, y'all get together. Gotta have a daytime, a movie or a dinner. And it can't be necessarily with friends. And that's all right. I'm not saying not to ever go out with friends, but that ought to be our time. In other words, a dinner and a movie time just for you two. You got to have date time. The second time you ought to have is talking time. Talking time is one of those things that I believe that's absolutely essential. Nobody wants to have talking time because we are too busy to have talking time. There is cell phone time. Cell phone time, it's a good way. It's a good way to say, hello baby, how you doing? Hello honey, how you doing? Cell phone time, those little few moments while you're driving to somewhere or you're having a break on your job. Cell phone time, put that in your agenda. Have a little cell phone time. It's all right to talk for those few minutes till you made to say some things. And then there's a one-on-one time. One-on-one time is where you actually sit down, baby, let's just talk for a few moments, and don't get there and stare at each other. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Not like that, but actually have a one-on-one conversation. And then in that one-on-one, give compliments. You give your girlfriend compliments. You give your man compliments. Give your wife a compliment. Give your husband a compliment. Have a complimentary time. Have a time that you can sit down and talk and not talk about problems. Because like every time married folks sit down, they always want to talk about problems. Throw problems out the window. Just stop talking about problems and talk about something good. Talk about a complimentary time. And then there's the intimate time. Well, you always know about that, don't you? No, you don't. Because a lot of times the intimate time is really not an intimate time. It's just a sex time. There's a different thing between a sex time or a sexual time than an intimate time. The intimate time is a special time. Make it special. Not just a sexual activity, but make it special. If you make it special, I guarantee you all will draw nigh to each other. It's a time to where, remember, it's not a job. It's not a job. It's not a task. I got to go do it. No, it's an intimate time that makes the relationship tighter, makes it stronger. So if you have the intimate time, you have the talking time, then you have the date time, the two will become one. Y'all be blessed.